I think what's important now is that it's 2016. We've gone through Charlie Hebdo, the Paris attacks, attacks in Brussels. It's time for us to move into a post-shock rhetoric of how we cover this. This, unfortunately, is the new normal.
And attacks outside of Europe as well, of course. I mean, we mentioned Turkey, Bangladesh, Baghdad.
Exactly.
It's worldwide.
Absolutely. And, Europe and the US, of course, are places where immigrants come in from all over the world, many of them who have lived through war. And for a lot of them, some of the shock, the panic that on the one hand, the media is creating. On the other hand, this panic generates a political response. And so, we're going to have to see what the political responses are. States of emergency are declared, how effective they are. We really need to go past this phase of, this is shocking. We know this is a phenomenon.
Well, I want to say something about the panic, and I guess it's a question more than a statement, really. This is, we're looking at the live pictures coming out of Munich, Germany. There's a helicopter hovering above the shopping mall where a shooting rampage has just taken place and a police operation is still underway. What I was going to ask you, Leila, is, you say the media is creating this panic. You're not the only person to say that. My question, and I'm not defending the media here, let alone my job, of course, but which would be how...
Well, maybe we should.
Well, no, my question would be, and it's really an open question, I don't have the answer, would be how do you propose that we should cover this? I mean, this is something that is front and center of everybody's minds right now. That's what people talk about here.
It backfires when you try not to cover it. Look at Cologne. And the fact that there was so much defiance against the government when people tried to hide because they did not want to inflame the opinion what happened in the night of the New Year in Cologne and the sexual assault by more than 500 men. So it's not a good thing to also understate things. You can't.
No, and absolutely. In a free society, there is absolutely no argument for not covering an issue. But I'm talking about in a constructive way. You can't hide the truth. In terms of citizen preparedness. And right now, the people of Munich are being told what by now everybody should know. Stay home, close your windows, stay in rooms that do not have access to the street. These are things that if you have grown up in countries where there is conflict, you know these things. These are constructive things to be done. Alertness, a shopping mall.
And just speaking to your point, by the way, the UK Foreign Ministry right now is updating its travel advice to Britons currently in Germany. They're saying if you're in that area, if you're in Munich, follow the advice of local authorities, and if you're not, avoid that area. So that speaks directly to what you're saying.
But people want big answers. In fact, the French have put out all those directions about things you're supposed to do. Everybody can find those if they want to find them, but people want big answers, which is why I'm afraid...
Well, can you blame them?
Well, which is why I'm afraid we're entering the era of strongmen leaders again. Mm-hmm. That's why we've got Donald Trump on the rise in the United States. That's why Erdogan can get away with what he's getting away with in Turkey. That's why we see again and again, even to some extent, Theresa May in Britain. People want leaders who are projecting strength